Hey everyone, it's Ariel with Luddite Farms here. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a video kind of telling you what our plans are here this year. So one of my biggest goals since we bought the property, obviously our goal is self-sustainability. With that, gardening is kind of a big deal. Since we bought the property, it's something that's just kind of been put off because we had a lot of things we had to do. You know, building the coop, getting the barn prepared, putting fence around the whole property, building the aviary, all those different fun things. So finally, we started preparation for our garden. We're gonna expand some. Obviously, this will be my first year. It's not gonna be perfect, and next year we'll have better production. But we are doing a no-till garden. We started the process, obviously, the first time you have to kind of till it up and prepare it. So we had our best friend Justin come out. He is a local homesteader who does homesteading in town. He is amazing. He has the most green thumb out there, and he can grow anything anywhere. So right behind me, there's lavender, but we've got this little bit started. This is just the smallest portion of what we're going to be doing. It's going to actually expand forward right in front of me once we remove the aviary, as we have a new aviary beside the chicken coop. But this is just kind of the beginning of what we're going to do. And as I think I stated, it is the first day of spring, but yesterday wasn't so nice. We had snow and it was under 30 degrees. And then just last week we had a horrific tornado that took out almost an entire city or entire town in about 20 minutes from where we live. You know, that's Indiana weather for you, but there's a lot of things happening this summer, a lot of projects, a lot of things being built. We're gonna completely rebuild the coop. We had some severe damage last winter. And then, you know, 1,000,001 different things with our fence and different things on the property had to be taken care of. So it's just kind of Mod Podge held together. As long as the animals are safe, that's all we kind of care about. We got it through the winter. Now we just got to get ready for the summer months. We had a pretty rough storm this previous summer, and that resulted in a tragic loss for us. One of our staples here, one of the things we are known for, was our massive willow tree that just overlooked the entire property in our barn. And with a really bad storm, it took it out. It's a very old tree, and you could tell that it was dead at top once it broke. But we've got to completely, you know, move all of that. We've got it getting, we're gonna have it taken somewhere and make slats and stuff out of it. But on top of that, we just have a lot of projects. We've got some fencing issues we've got to fix because, you know, having a Great Pyrenees as a livestock dog is fantastic, but he loves to go say hi to his grandpa, and he loves to go say hi to the neighbors and have coffee and cookies with him in the morning. So we have to walk the perimeter and find out exactly where he's getting out and patch all of that up. We just had our first hatch of the season. We had a fantastic rate with 99% hatch rate. All of the chicks are still doing fantastic. It's a wonderful start of the season, honestly. Hopefully next week we should have some pretty decent weather, so we'll see what comes of that, and maybe I can start getting some things in the ground. Our friend Justin that I mentioned earlier, he's already started a massive amount of crops in the ground. Patiently waiting, because one of my biggest things that I'm super excited for is hopefully at the end of next month, I will be planting sunflowers all over the perimeter and all around these trees that we have. That is just one of my favorite plants, favorite flowers, and it's also kind of a bit of a memorial for me that I hold near and dear in my heart, as I lost my grandmother back in December. That's just one of her favorite plants. I keep saying plants, but one of her favorite flowers, and they're beautiful, and I can plant them all the way up until fall. So that's just kind of my really, you know, I'm super excited about the garden, and I'm super excited about the sunflowers. So that's just kind of a rotational planting that I'm going to be doing this summer up until the fall. I don't know, there's just so many different things going on this spring and summer that I could talk hours about. Another really cool thing that we've had happen recently was we haven't sexed our pigeons yet. We only had 2 left, learning to fly them. You know, you lose some. And then we had 2 that just didn't make it through the winter. They were older, things like that happen. But we found out that we have a pair, a male and female. And we just had 2 babies this week. So that's super exciting. They're doing really well. They're starting to feather out. I'm over the moon right now with the way things are going. So yeah, that's just a bit of an update. I think I'm going to do things like this more often and just kind of introduce ourselves in a different light, let you in a little bit on what we are doing. You know, we've got the bees, chickens, goats, a little bit of everything, starting gardening. I think I'm going to do some videos on canning once we get to that point. It's just going really well right now. I apologize if this sounds a little rough. It's pretty windy out. It's pretty chilly. It's like 56 degrees today, but super windy, so it's making it a lot colder than it feels. But with that being said, I think I'm going to end that there. But be prepared for plenty more updates, and hopefully you guys like this type of content. So yeah, I think I'm going to start posting on here more, and maybe starting a YouTube channel. That's not something I really want to do as somebody that's just like trying to live more off grid and not so in social media and things like that. But there are young couples like myself and Brody who are trying to start this life, and if we can help people learn from the things that we're learning as pretty new homesteaders, then that's what I'm going to do. It's just been a really cool 2 years since we bought the property, and it's just super exciting. So yeah, I will see you guys soon, and hopefully it's gonna be starting the garden. See you guys.